The first film that I want to talk to you about, I watched relatively recently. I missed in theaters, like I missed every fucking 2019 release. And I guess I'm going to be missing a lot of releases this year with the whole coronavirus bullshit. But anyway, I watched Toy Story 4 recently. And yeah, wow. It recently, I know it won Best Animated Feature at the Oscars. And yeah, I definitely see why. I want to get my thoughts of just the whole Toy Story series out. I love it. The original Toy Story is my favorite Disney Pixar movie of all time. I'm pretty sure the first Toy Story and the third one, I think maybe even the second one, is in my top 100 favorite films of all time, which I will inevitably talk about. Just, wait a second. I'll be talking about those when I have like literally nothing else to talk about. I'm sure I'm thinking about maybe releasing like, oh, here's my, here's 5 top movies, and the next one I'll do another 5, like segmenting it out a little bit. So we'll see about that. I'm still kind of brewing on that idea, but yeah, all three. I'm pretty sure all 3 of the Toy Story movies are in there, and I think this one might, over time, if I watch it even more times and brew on it a little bit, I think this one might cheat in there. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm a huge Toy Story fan. I love all 3 of them, and spoiler, I kind of love this one. So if you're unfamiliar with what Toy Story 4 is about, if you haven't seen it, here's why you probably, I guess, should see it. When a new toy called Forky, yes, that's right, Forky, joins Woody and the gang on a new road trip alongside old and new friends, reveal how big the world can be for a toy. Okay, that's a weird synopsis, but I mean, yeah, there's a new toy. I guess what's her? I forget what her. The child that Andy donates all of his toys to at the end of Toy Story 3. I forget what her name is. I want to say it's Bonnie. I think it's Bonnie. Her name's Bonnie. But yeah, she creates a new toy named Forky out of I think a fork or a spork or something like that. So that was kind of cool. How she created a toy and it like comes to life. I thought that was really interesting. And yeah, the film overall hit me on an emotional level that I was not ready for, like at all. I was like, oh whoa. Like, this is really heavy shit. This is kind of really relating to me on a level that I'm just not really ready to handle at this moment of my life. This is kind of, whoa, okay. This is what we're doing. This is, okay. Jesus Christ, Pixar. Stop with the fucking tugging at my heartstrings. Jesus Christ. But yeah, the main cast all reprises their role with Tom Hanks and Tim Allen as Buzz Lightyear and Woody. All the original voice actors come back and they kill it, and they're amazing. Surprisingly, there's some new additions that were pretty awesome. What's her face? Tony Hale voices Forky. Key and Peele are actually in it. Keegan-Michael Key and Jordan Peele both do voices of these stuffed animals in the film, and they're hilarious. They're amazing. I loved them. Christina Hendricks plays Gabby in it, and she's kind of like the more like the villainous type of toy. Surprisingly, kind of scary. Like this film can be pretty scary. There's these like ventriloquist dolls that like come to life that like are with Gabby. There she kind of like uses like them as like their as her henchmen, and it's actually pretty scary. I was like, oh, okay. They're in this antique store, which is already kind of like ominous, and when like Woody and Forky and Bo kind of go in there, and that was really, really cool. And I was like, oh, this is cool. So if you're unfamiliar who Christina Hendricks is, she's that chick from Mad Men who's really hot. Surprise! This blew me away that he's in this. The guy who plays the guy. I say the guy like he's just some random dude. The person who plays Duke Kaboom is Keanu fucking Reeves. So yeah, the one does a voice in Toy Story 4, and he was great. I thought that was amazing. I love Keanu Reeves. I mean, who doesn't love Keanu Reeves? But yeah, all the voice acting talent, obviously, they bring in. I mean, it's a Disney Pixar movie. They should. So, yeah, I mean, that was amazing. Having Keanu Reeves in a fucking Pixar movie, that was sick. But, yeah, I mean, overall, I mean, the animation is amazing. Obviously, it's a Disney Pixar. The animation, you know the animation's going to be amazing. I have to bring it up because you can't not bring it up. I mean, it is what it is. Like, you have to praise greatness when it happens, and this was great. But, well, yeah, like, just getting into some of the themes that I was not prepared for was, like, the film dealt where, I guess, it dealt with themes of, rejection, abandonment, I guess, just moving on, from people when they, when you get rejected, basically, and also just like putting yourself out there, even with your own insecurities and your self-confidence issues, and just to like, you're gonna be special to someone. Like, there's someone out there that you're meant for, and you just have to find them. And if you, don't put yourself out there, you're not gonna find them. And that was like heavily like connected with me because I have a lot of self-confidence issues, and I had a lot of reservations and doubts about doing this podcast and about a lot of things. And sometimes you just kind of have to do it, and people will find you, and hopefully people will find this and enjoy this podcast. Well, like, I hope you guys are. So, I mean, yeah, there was a lot of that, and there is definitely some times where I got like really heavily emotional watching this film, and the man tears obviously came, and I was like, I'm obviously like covering them up, even though no one was fucking watching me. Gosh, but yeah, overall, just really great. The dramatic themes, again, right on the money for a Pixar film. I mean, that's like par for the course with all these Pixar films, it seems like. But Toy Story is like even more, it's like they're on like a god tier level, the Toy Story movies. Like, compared to all the other Pixar movies, I feel like Toy Story is they're just up there. They're just on a whole nother level. I mean, The Incredibles is great, but like Toy Story is also, they're up there. Also surprisingly really hilarious too. Like, these films are definitely made for both kids and adults. All ages can enjoy this one. Like, this film is just great. I'm just gonna like give it to you right now. This film has the movie magic. It's got the Mikey's movie magic. I mean, it does. The whole series, all the Toy Stories movies do, and this is no different. I was kind of reserved because it's the fourth installment in the series. So I was kind of like, will this be as good as people say it is? Will this be as good as the other ones? And yeah, I was surprised. I was like, wow, this is actually really great. I was really surprised by this one, guys. And it hit me on a real deep emotional level. I was like, wow, I was not ready for this one. Yeah, it has the movie magic, and just overall, a fantastic film. And you guys definitely should see it. If you have Disney Plus, watch it. It's amazing.